Welcome to Manohar Chemistry YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to explain carbonyl compounds part 2, lecture number 2. So, here lecture number 2. In this, preparation of carbonyl compounds from hydrocarbon. So, in this, exclusively ozonolysis of alkene. Ozonolysis of alkenes. Exclusively we are taking ozonolysis of alkenes. So for that I am taking CH2 double bond CH2. So when ozone will react together, it is going to give carbonyl compound. How it will give carbonyl compound, I will let you know. So here mechanism will be like this. For exam, mechanism is no need. I will let you know how to write product very easily without mechanism. So CH2 double bond CH2, the ozone structure will be like this. O, here double bond O is there and here oxygen is there. So this will get negative charge and this one will have positive charge. So this will attack on this carbon. Okay, this bond will shift here, right? When this bond is going to shift in between this carbon and oxygen, then this oxygen is already having 3 bonds. So because of that, this bond will be shifting towards oxygen, right? So in this process, it will form one structure here, that is CH2. So O will form here and this oxygen. So then after here CH2 and here O. So this type of structure it will form. So after this, it will shift like this. Here this bond is completely shifting in between this carbon and is going to shift here, and because of this bond, when this bond shifting from when this bond is shifting here, this carbon will get positive charge. So because of this, so it will get one different structure, 2 different radicals will come. So that is CH2 double bond O. Here H will come, here H will come, and this one double bond O. This is formaldehyde will form. CH2 double bond O, formaldehyde. So remaining is what? Here CH2 plus is there, here CH2 plus, and here oxygen is there, and here O minus is there. This is O minus. When this bond shifted, here O minus will form. Now here this is having 2 lone pair of electrons, right? Here one lone pair of electron will shift towards what? This carbocation side, because this carbocation is suffering with electron deficiency. So that's why this lone pair of electron will shift towards this carbocation. So because of that, you will get this type of structure. From these two, I am taking one more structure here. So that is HC double bond O, HC double bond O, H I am taking. So after this, I am taking like this, CH2 double bond O, this one CH2 double bond O and O minus I am taking. Now in this carbonyl carbon, so carbon will have electron deficiency here because of electronegativity of this oxygen. So electrons will move towards this oxygen side, so that this carbon is suffering with electron deficiency. So when carbon is suffering with electron deficiency, it required nucleophilic center. It required which compound is having more electron density. So that here it is having more electron density, so that it will attack here. When it is attacking here, then this compound, this bond will be shifting in between these two. When this bond is shifting in between these two, then immediately this bond will be shifting towards what? Oxygen side. So based on these 3, it will form this type of carbon. In between carbon and carbon bond is not there. In between oxygen and carbon bond is there. So that oxygen, carbon, then after here this oxygen is having bond. Oxygen and this one. Here one hydrogen we have to write, here one more hydrogen, here one hydrogen we have to write, here one more hydrogen we have to write. So this is called ozonoid. This is called what? Ozonoid. Okay, after this ozonoid I will let you know again. Here when CH2 double bond CH2 will react with ozone, then it will form ozonoid first, that is CO, C, and here O will come, here O, and this one, here hydrogen will come, here hydrogen, and here one more hydrogen will come. So name of this one, what I told you, ozonoid. Name of this one is ozonoid. So this ozonoid will undergo reduction. So this is called reduction of ozonoid. Ozonoid undergo reduction. So here there are different types of reducing agents are there. So I will give that reducing agents. We have to use that reducing agents only. Here first reducing agent is zinc and any acid you can take. Zinc and acid. Zinc and acid means zinc and HCl, zinc and CH3COH, whatever you want you can take. Zinc and acid. So second reducing agent hydrogen and catalytic. Hydrogen and catalytic nickel, palladium, platinum. Catalytic nickel, palladium, platinum. And third one dimethyl sulfide. So fourth one triphenyl phosphine. So among four, if you use any reducing agent, so this is going to give carbonyl compound. For example, I am taking now this Zn and acid. So here I am taking zinc and CH3COH combination I am taking. So it undergoes cleavage. Name of this one, what is name of this step? Reduction of ozonoid. Here writing product is very easy. When we are adding these two compounds, it is going to cleave like this. Just you cleave like this. So this bond will shift here. Okay. So then just you have to write product like this. Here you break like this. Okay. So this CH3, this will give like this H C double bond OH plus and H C double bond OH it will give. So this is the mechanism. So without mechanism also we can write product very easily. So in this, instead of Zn CH3COH you can use any one of them. Okay. So some example I am taking CH3 CH double bond CH3 is there, right? So if I am adding ozone for this one, then what is expected product? So now first I will let you know with mechanism, then after without mechanism we will write CH3 CH double bond CH3. So when react with ozone, it will form ozonoid first. CH3 C, so here O will come, here C, here O will come, here C, and this one is CH3 will come. So if you break like this, it will come CH3 C double bond OH and plus CH3 C double bond OH will come. CH3 C double bond OH will come, right? So very simple trick here. Without writing this ozonoid also we can write. Just you break here and you connect one oxygen this side, one oxygen this side. So then what is answer? CH3 C double bond OH plus CH3 C double bond OH. Same product came or not? So that you can use this as a trick here. So where double bond is there you have to break and you have to connect one oxygen this side, one oxygen that side, you will get sufficient product. Taking one small example, 4-methyl penta 1, 4-methyl penta 1, 3 diene. 4-methyl, so name of this one 4-methyl penta 1, 3 diene. Okay. If you go for ozonolysis, here 3 different products will come. So you break here. Okay. When you break here, then acetone will come. So that is double bond O. Here double bond O will come. Okay. Again it will form because of third one and second one. Bond O and C double bond O H will come like this. So next one, here 1 4th carbon and here 3rd carbon and 2nd carbon. For first carbon it will form like this H C double bond O H. So there are 3 products will come. By catalytic hydration of alkynes. So here we have to take like this. So alkyne will undergo H2SO4 and in presence of mercury. So if you add water, then it is going to give carbonyl compound. For example, I am taking like this CH3C triple bond CH I am taking. So when I am taking H2SO4 and Hg, so in presence of H2O, in presence of H2SO4 and Hg, if we are adding H2O, in such case here just you imagine here Markovnikov rule is not applicable, but based on Markovnikov rule only we can get the product easily. So here H2O means what? H plus will come and OH minus will come. Just imagine this one has a double bond. Here triple bond is there, but just to imagine, right? So according to Markovnikov rule, negative part of the addendum we have to connect less hydrogen containing carbon. In these two, here 0 hydrogens are there, here 1 hydrogen is there. So that OH will be connected to here, right? So that I am connecting here. So CH3, C, OH I am connecting here, double bond CH2 we will get, right? After this it undergoes tautomerism. It undergoes tautomerism. So it undergoes tautomerism. So this bond will shift here and this will shift like this. So this electron will shift here, this bond will shift here, then CH3, C double bond OH plus we will get, and CH2 minus we will get. After that this hydrogen will shift here. So then final product is, so CH3, C double bond O, CH3 we will get, CH3, C double bond O, CH3. So this is about what? Tautomerism. Okay, is there when electron withdrawing group is there, when electron withdrawing group is there, when electron withdrawing group, when electron withdrawing group present, when electron withdrawing group present, then you see here COOH is there and CH triple bond CH is there. So here electron flow will be towards what? This carboxylic acid side. So if I am taking Hg plus 2 and H2SO4 and water we are taking, in such case actually before that what we have seen, where less number of hydrogens are there OH should be connected. According to our knowledge, this OH should be connected to here, but when electron withdrawing group is there, OH will be connected to this one. So that then you will get COOH and C double bond, here H you will get and here OH you will get. It will shift like this. So then it will shift on this carbon. So because of that it is going to get tautomerism. So COOH and C. So here H you will get, negative charge will come here, and then after C double bond O H you will get. So just this hydrogen will shift here, this hydrogen will shift here. So then you will get COOH and C, H here and C double bond O H you will get. So this is a product. Method from nitroalkane, here a nitro group containing alkane will react with means acid. Nitro group containing alkane means acid will react with 50% and it forms salt. It will form salt. So this salt will react with 50% H2SO4. This salt will react with 50% H2SO4 to form carbonyl compound. So let me explain with one example. So I am taking here CH3, CH2, NO2 I am taking. So this carbon we called alpha carbon. So due to electron withdrawing nature of NO2, these alpha hydrogens are more acidic. Right? So when we are adding NaOH for this one, this sodium hydroxide will abstract proton from here. So that here it is going to form CH3, CH minus, and here we are adding what? NO2. So just I am going to explain its resonance structure. So it will form CH3, C minus and H, here N will come here, double bond O will come and here O minus will come, right? So when this bond will shift here, so then this oxygen will shift like this. Here nitrogen will have plus, here plus, so that when it shift like this, CH3, C, H, double bond N, O minus and O minus will come, here double bond will come. So this is resonance structure. Okay. When this resonance structure will react with H2SO4, when this resonance structure will react with 50% H2SO4, then what will happen? right? So when it is reacting with H2SO4, when it is reacting with 50% of H2SO4, when this one is reacting with 50% of H2SO4, of here 2 moles of H place, so that H place will be connected to here. So when this one is reacting with water, so it is going to form here, it will cleave like this, so it will form R C double bond OH NaHSO4 2 NaHSO4 N2 plus H2O it will form. So with this method we can prepare, here 2 moles will come because here 2 moles we are taking, so that 2 moles will. Next one I am taking Itard reaction. So in this Itard reaction also one of the best method for the preparation of aromatic aldehyde. So for this I am taking ethyl benzene. So here CH2 CH3 is there. So when it is reacting with chromyl chloride CrO2 Cl2, when it is react with CrO form so 2-phenyl ethanol it will form, 2-phenyl ethanol it will form. So this is Itard reaction, very simple, only terminal carbon undergo oxidation, this is the speciality of side chain chlorination, followed by hydrolysis, side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis, right? So here also we are going to prepare aromatic aldehyde. So for example I am taking like this, so this is toluene I am taking. So this toluene when reacting with chlorine in presence of sun, so it will form this type of compound. So CHCl will come and react with water, hydrolysis at 373 Kelvin. So it is going to form C, here H will come, here OH will come, here OH will come, okay. So this double bond, here Cl will replace by OH group, nucleophilic substitution reaction will takes place. Here this lone pair will shift like this and this OH group will eliminate, so that minus H2O elimination will takes place. After that it is going to form benzaldehyde, C double bond O H will form. So name of this one is benzaldehyde. This is one of the best method for the preparation of aromatic aldehydes. Next is Gutterman aldehyde reaction. Next reaction is Gutterman aldehyde reaction. Here Gutterman aldehyde reaction, in Gutterman aldehyde reaction benzene will react with hydrogen cyanide and hydrogen chloride. Benzene will react with hydrogen cyanide, hydrogen chloride and in AlCl3, okay. So this compound undergo hydrolysis to form benzaldehyde. This is Gutterman reaction, simple reaction this one, C double bond OH will come. So if you want to see mechanism of this reaction, the mechanism will be like, here intermediate will come like this. So CH double bond NH2 plus and Cl minus. If you mix all these things you will get this intermediate. When this intermediate undergo hydrolysis, so then it is going to form benzaldehyde, C double bond OH, 4Cl it will form, NH4Cl. This is called Gutterman aldehyde reaction. One Gutterman-Koch aldehyde reaction. Gutterman-Koch aldehyde reaction. Here in between Gutterman reaction and Gutterman-Koch aldehyde reaction, one small difference is there, I will let you know. So here we will take benzene, hydrogen cyanide is common and HCl is common. Along with that carbon monoxide and anhydrous AlCl3 will take, anhydrous AlCl3 you take, so then you will get benzaldehyde. So instead of mechanism is same whatever we have seen in case of Gutterman aldehyde reaction. So here Gutterman-Koch means carbon monoxide will come. Gutterman-Koch is having CO, so that's why. So Gutterman-Koch reaction also will have carbon monoxide, you remember. Benzaldehyde product is same but reactants are different. Reactants also same, only this reactant is different.